Good morning, everybody. We're attempting a little close-up here in the living room with Loom's Kittens, the kittens. They are almost 8 weeks old now, I think. They'll be 8 weeks old on Thursday. Today is Wednesday, so one day off. And as you can see, I think the new thing is we've added collars. I don't think we had collars last time I did a close-up for you, so we can start there. We'll start with the collars and the weigh-in, which we haven't done lately. So let's weigh them all. I can show you the collar colors when we do the weights, and then we can watch them play, which they're all pretty crazy to do. Now, I know everybody's been asking. I saw me here just asked if we're going to get a new mom cat soon. No. I think we've got at least a couple weeks left before I look for a new mom cat, and there's a few reasons for that. And I will explain some of them through the course of this close-up, and some of them are because of that Khaleesi virus that we have going around too. I think that we've got a better chance of avoiding passing it on to any future classes if we take our time. So we're not going to have any time when we don't have kittens. We're going to make sure that we've got a mom cat here, before these guys leave for sure. But I think that we want to do the best we can by taking our time about it. So that's the plan, right, meow. All right. Oh, hello. Hello, Scale. Let's see if we can find all the kittens in order. So first off is Princess Paisley, who's right here. Hi, Paisley. And they are all so active, we're going to have to really chase them down, I think. So Paisley, as you can see, has a beautiful lavender collar that has some baby blue hardware on it. And also, I think it's got a pink, yes. I don't know what you call this part. It's not the buckle. It's the D-ring. I mean, it is a D-ring, right? Or isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lavender collar with pink and blue hardware. And, we need to switch the mode on this thing. Hang on. There we go, to ounces. And let's see if we can get her to hold still long enough to show us how many ounces she weighs. Hold still, hold still. All right, we're going to go with 30.3. Very good. Good work, Princess. So Paisley, as you know, is the only girl in this group. And she holds her own very well against her 4 brothers, though. As I'm sure you've noticed by now. Oh, here comes, whoop, there goes. Basket Weave is our second kitten, I think, on the weight chart. Oh, he just got knocked over by Argyle. Look at these two. We'll get to Argyle and Chevy there in just a minute. Argyle is the biggest play kitten, the biggest hunter of the group, which is kind of funny because he's also the scaredy cat of the group. But once play or toys are on offer, he forgets all about being scared. So, all right, here's Basket Weave. Basket Weave is the second kitten on the weight chart. He's our first little boy. He is a gray tabby. There's a little brown in him. The camera catches it better than the light. You probably wouldn't notice it in real life. But he's basically a gray tabby. And we've given him a beautiful gray or silver collar. You call him a silver tabby if you wanted, I guess. That sounds fancier, doesn't it? Oh, he almost came up the same weight as his sister, but he's 30.1. Oh, 30. We're going to call him 30.1. And that's a good weight for you at 8 weeks, buddy. So that's Basket Weave. And I guess Basket Weave is one of the more social kitties as far as loving to hang out with people goes. He's usually the second one right after Herringbone to come up and check me out and say hello. Although, like I said, they're all in play mode this morning. Okay, so third up, I think, is Chevy, then Herringbone, right? Or would you have him Herringbone, then Chevy on the weight chart? It doesn't really matter. We're going to do Chevy next because he's right here. Chevy, that's short for Chevron. Chevron got himself the baby blue collar. So that's little Chevron, the baby blue collar. Show us your beautiful face to go with that, buddy. Oh, very pretty. And Chevron, as you know, is the one that already had a trip to New York City because he swallowed part of a feeding tube and everything came out okay, no pun intended. 34.2. 34.2. So He's a little more shy, surprisingly, because he was early on track to be the one that was, this the biggest eater, the biggest kitten in the group, and he had a little bit of extra, I guess, socialization right up front in his life. But I'd say he's actually a little bit more shy these days, and kind of does his own thing a little more or less, but also very sweet like that. Chevron and basket weave want to play together on the scale. Oh, and I see they're about to get ambushed by their sister. All right, so that brings us to Herringbone, and we've got to take a little break here and talk about Herringbone. There's a reason that he's sleeping over here by himself this morning, and that is that he spent the night in the spa. He's the first kitten to get the all-night spa. Nobody spent the night in the spa yet. They've all come up to visit. We call the master bedroom the spa for historical reasons. It's not important. But he spent the night in the bedroom with me last night. And like I said, all the kittens have had time to come up there and check it out and hang out for an hour or two at a time, and it's been real good. That's how we socialize them a little extra, how we introduce them to the faculty away from their mom, and how we get them used to loud noises playing the TV up there. So it's all very important for kittens. He got to spend all night in the spa last night, though, because he had a little tumble last night just as I was about to fall asleep, and he's been limping around since then, and I've checked him out exhaustively. As you can see, he's exhausted. That's because of the exhaustive checks. So they worked. Anyway, I've checked him out quite a bit, and as far as I can tell, he's fine. We've had so many kittens fall out of the cat tree over the course of our history, and there's never been a serious injury from it. But there have been plenty of limpy days. That's how it normally goes. So not a big concern. Just to be safe, though, I did call our vet this morning, and we're going to bring him in to see the vet this afternoon for an x-ray, just to be absolutely sure. I think the reason that he's taking a nap right now is he's probably worn out from him being in the spa all night. But he'll be up and running around. He was very playful last night. He wanted to play with all the toys and with Loganberry. And Loganberry, as you know, oops, I got to turn the scale back on. Hang on. I've only got so many hands. Hello. Loganberry, as you know, likes to sort of groom and sort of hang out with and teach and snuggle all of the kittens that have come through the academy. He is definitely like the big brother or uncle, we like to call him the uncle of all of the kittens. And he was, it was no exception last night. Herringbone here got plenty of attention from Logan and all the snuggles and the grooming. I think he really appreciated it, especially since it was sort of his first night away from home, in a sense. All right, he weighs 31.3, and I don't think that we need to see his limp, but you'll probably notice it on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Of course, the fact that he's right up here on the chair by himself, he obviously climbed up there. He's getting around just fine. So, like I said, I'm not too concerned about it. It's probably just going to be a couple days of a little bit of a limp, and then he'll be fine. And we'll be at the vet this afternoon to confirm that. So, let's see here. That leaves us with Argyle, our scaredy cat. And Argyle also, I think since day one, really, we've been able to notice that he's one of those wide-eyed kittens like Ari is, that's always just got the big wide-eyed expression, eyes wide open all the time, just like Ari, which is really cute if you ask me. Always looks like he's just seen a ghost. And he got the orange collar. 29.8. We're going to say 8. Oh, I forgot to point out that Herringbone, of course, got the red collar. DJ insisted on it because she wanted to use the mnemonic red herring, which, all right, whatever. So Herringbone got the red collar, and then that leaves the orange collar here for Argyle. Let's see, I was going to tell you Argyle, I think I already mentioned, he loves to play more than anybody. He just goes right after the toys and everything without a second thought. But when there's nothing to play with, then he's a little bit of a scaredy cat. He's the first one to run away from things or, I don't know, look like he's seen a ghost. He's always got the I just saw a ghost expression going on. So He's still a sweetheart, though. He'll still snuggle and all the things. He'll figure it out. Um, all right, so that's everybody weighed and explained, and you've heard their mom, Loom, making all that noise. There she is. She just loves to talk, and she is also a big, playful kitty, and so affectionate. Every time I go in the room, she wants to cuddle. She rubs on my feet all the time. I'm sure you guys have had cats that have done that. She's definitely one of those that likes to rub her head on my legs and my feet, and she'll let me pick her up and snuggle her, and she'll even jump up on the beanbag for a little snuggle here and there, although she's got her limits. She just takes a few minutes of the snuggling on the beanbag chair, and then she wants to go do something else. She's hyper active all the time, just so active. I don't think we've ever had a mom cat quite as active as she is on patrol and talking and checking everything out and wanting to play. She is a big player, definitely loves the toys. Yes, and your kids messed up this rug. I saw that happening. So for this close-up today, I did bring a toy also. I thought we could do the weigh-in. Hang on, let me grab this, put it away while we go to get the toy. I brought a feather toy. Now, I'm pushing my luck here just a little bit because last time I checked, Maggie is still out in the cat run, and Loom has shown repeatedly that she is going to chase after Maggie at basically every opportunity. There's Maggie, as you can see, watching the birds at the bird feeder over there. So if Maggie decides to come in, that could be sort of an instant conflict. On the other hand, one of the ways that we like to keep cats distracted during interactions with each other, sometimes, if it's the right thing to do for certain cats, is using a toy. If they can get distracted enough chasing after the toy, then they don't chase after each other. And that's a big win. So I'm going to sit right here in the chair with Harry. And I'm going to untangle this thing because it's tangled up in a knot now. Hang on. Here we go. Oh, and she's already on it. We're going to give her and her kids a chance to play around a little bit, I think. Let's see if we can do that. So my concern, of course, is that as much fun as Maggie is having with the birds, once she hears this thing, she might decide to come in and see what the play is about. And then, because the fence is up, she might not get away quite as easy as she wants. Although I saw this morning, Loom already kind of went after Maggie once, and Maggie was smart enough to run out into the cat run to get away, and Loom has not demonstrated the ability to go through the door to the cat run on her own. I have to prop it open for her. So that was smart on Maggie's. Maggie made the smart move there by going someplace where Loom couldn't follow. Now I see Harry is getting interested in what's going on. Like I said, he still wants to play plenty. Hey, bud, you checking this out? You want some help getting down there at least? We can do that. Hang on. I'll help you down, then you can at least watch from the floor with everybody. Okay, there you go. Some of these kids have become very good jumpers too. Argyle especially, of course, because he wants to catch the stuff. But we've had some great leaps. Princess Paisley. Oh, you just missed her doing a big one. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? That was a good one. Sorry, I know it's a little tricky for me to keep them all in the right spot on the camera. I'm doing my best here. If you want another view on this action, of course, you should be able to see it a little bit on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Because the camera for that is right over there, pointed this direction. So you could always flip over to the Kitten Academy live stream and see something, I hope. Oh boy. Kind of a long day yesterday. I mentioned that Harry had his tumble right as I was about to go to sleep. I don't know if I mentioned that was extremely late for me. It was after midnight, and part of that is that I had such a long day yesterday. Oh my goodness. You guys all heard the saga of our air conditioning. Well, oh boy, does it get worse. The air conditioning is fine, I'm happy to report. But just long story short, yesterday I discovered that our hot water heater is leaking, and it is definitely lived longer than it should. There's so many things about this house that we knew were old and poorly maintained, and I was just hoping that would be in and out, that would, because we may end up moving. That's a whole other story. But anyway, I was hoping that we would be able to get in, have the house for a few years, get out, and not need to worry about all the stuff that's getting old. Well, I totally lost that bet because it seems at this point like we have had to worry about every single thing. So, long story short, the water heater is getting replaced on Monday, and so is our oil tank for the heating oil in the house. Yes, it failed at the same time. Crazy coincidence. And it's the same guys that did the air conditioning do our heating oil and the water heater. So we've just stuck with them for all of it because they've been good to us. And the sales guy, as he was here yesterday to quote me on the new stuff, says, well, I was talking to him about how many things have gone wrong. And he's just, I can't believe the amazing, like all of this stuff within a month. He said, but the good news is, there's nothing left that I can sell you. Like now we've replaced everything, that's what it's basically. I don't want to say what else could go wrong because something will, but certainly the infrastructure around here is all brand new. So that's fun, or will be, I should say. So anyway, I just brought that up to explain the fact that I was already up really late last night. And on top of all that, I decided to settle down by reading a bit, and that kept me up later than usual. And then just my final check before I fell asleep, I see Herringbone all of a sudden taking his tumble, and then I checked him out and brought him up, and you know the rest of the story. So that was that. Oh, that must have been Maggie. Nope. Loom, I know you want to go after her, but don't do it. Did she get over the fence? Where'd she go? Let's find Maggie while we've got Loom under control. Okay, there she is, Maggie Moo. Hi, Maggie Moo. Okay, how are we going to switch these kittens and the camera? Hang on, I got to sit you guys down for a minute, so I've got two hands. Hi, Maggie. I got you, kiddo. I got you right here. Come with me. You can get in this arm. There you go. Now we'll put Loom down. You can go over the fence. There you go, Maggie. You okay, sweetheart? Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, she's okay. All right, see, that was predictable, wasn't it? The good news about Loom, like I've said a few times, is, she'll go after a cat like she just went after Maggie, but when I start making noises and stepping in, she stops. She doesn't, you can tell she's still worked up about it, but she's one of those cats that you can actually get to stop before a fight starts. So that's a good thing. And I think anybody that's been watching Kitten Academy for a while, wow, you guys really won this fight, didn't you? Anyone that's been watching Kitten Academy for a while knows that Maggie's kind of got a history of being the punching bag for mom cats. For some reason, if there's just one cat that the mom cats don't like, if they get along with the entire faculty but one, it's always Maggie that's the one that they don't like for some reason. I don't know if it's just because she's gloriously floofy, or if there's something else about her that sets them off. But she does also run after Ari and even Eddie when she's seen him a little bit. And I saw her sort of run up on Custard the other day. So she does spread her confrontations around a little bit, but it does seem like Maggie catches most of it. Anyway, so that was predictable. I did see that coming. Oh, but now we're clear to open the cat run for everybody over here. And the only reason I hadn't propped the door open is because I didn't want them to go out there with Maggie. So we'll give them another chance. We'll give them a chance soon. I want to get a little closer to these guys. Let me sit on the floor. Oh, that made everybody want to run away. Am I that scary, kids? Harry, do you want a chance, buddy? I can make it come to you. There you go, bud. Easy peasy. Yeah, Maggie is a saint for putting up with that much, but also I think Maggie's epic floof also makes it a bit easier for her to take that kind of stuff, where it really is like armor, like the old cloth armor. That amount of fur surely prevents a lot of claws and things from getting all the way through. Not that she actually took any this time. I don't think Loom is the type that's actually going to like claw anybody. She just baps at them. She doesn't try to actually bite them or claw them or any of that. She's, as far as it goes, she's actually pretty good about these things. But if Loom's eventual adopter has other cats, they should expect to take some time to get them introduced properly. Probably even more time than I have taken. That little incident with Maggie is not the sort of thing that I would allow if they were going to be long-time friends. At least I would try to prevent it. These things happen sometimes. Harry's decided to move his attention to playing with the little thing on the S-shaped S. There used to be a feather that attached to that thing, but I haven't seen it in forever. Now it's just a little string. They have just as much fun with or without the feather, don't they? Yeah, Maggie hasn't been enemies with every mom cat. I'm just saying that if there's a mom cat that is going to be upset with one faculty member, it's almost always Maggie that gets that. I don't know why. But she's definitely been friends with a fair number of mom cats. And she's, one that gets along fine with all the faculty, which I can't say the same for Eddie or Custard or Logan. Ari does, though. Ari's also real easygoing. Ari and Maggie are the ones that are just super, they're never the source of conflict. Eddie's not really the source either, but sometimes the way he reacts to conflict can set things off a little better, a little worse than he means to. See if I can get these kids to really fly for a minute. Come on, give me some flying. Flying kitties. Oh, sorry, buddy. Did not mean to make you fly that direction. Let's put that out of the way a little. Got a popcorn Argyle. What are we missing? Where's Basket Weave? Oh, he's over here just watching everything. You tired, buddy? You look tired. Nice job, Harry. I hope this helps for folks that have been watching Harry this morning and worried about him. Realize that he's not doing too poorly. You can tell from the way he's playing. Rules Hikaru asks, is Custard doing okay? I haven't seen him in a bit. Yeah, he's doing okay, and he's out right now. I don't know where he is, but he definitely has the run of the house at the moment. Now, the reason that you may not have seen him as much, of course, is that there have been so many incidents between Custard and Loganberry that we try not to let them be in the same area at the same time very often. So usually one of them is put up and the other is out. And we try to make it roughly equal time. And they both have, their own private rooms that are quite large and fully stocked with everything they could possibly need. So when they're not out, they do fine. I don't know where he is right now, though. I'm kind of surprised that all this noise hasn't attracted him. Caitlin O'Donnell, that's a good question. How often do the adopters change the kittens' names, or do you have a rule they have to keep it? No, they don't have to keep it. They do change it fairly often. Well, not fairly often. I would say 20% maybe change them. So less than keep them. But when they do change them, sometimes you get really good names, actually. And in a lot of cases, they don't mind the fact that usually, like on the Discord, we continue to refer to them by their old name. I think that's just because, change is hard. It's hard for me to remember a new name and an old name. There's some exceptions, like you remember Banter got renamed to Penelope Olivia, or we call her Penny Olive for short, and that name has really taken over. It's even hard to remember that she used to be Banter. Cheeto and Beans. Somebody in the chat's going to have to tell you what their original names were, because I can never remember Cheeto and Beans that got adopted together. Let's see. There's, of course, an example that's going to be really relevant soon, because we're just about to release 1 or 2 new T-shirts on our store, and I am really excited for both of these new T-shirts. One of them is ready to go today, and we'll probably release. It's a drawing of Puget, and it's a drawing that was done because Puget got renamed to Zagreus from the video game Hades, and so that's his new name. I've been calling him Zagnut. It's a pretty good name for Puget, to be honest. Zaggy, Zagnut. I like it as the nickname version anyway. I like it quite a bit. This fine artist, Captain Sokira, on our chat has done a little bit of art of him as the character, and it is I love the art. You don't even have to know the video game to love this drawing of Puget, and we've actually got it in our store, I think now, but I know the Teespring store is it's impossible to find anything on there. But I will be tweeting out the T-shirt design for everybody to make it easier to find. I'll do that today, and I'm really excited about it myself. So that is fun and relevant to the fact of kittens being renamed. There's also another T-shirt that I think we're going to have coming soon. I won't spoil the surprise. I'll tell you all about it when it's ready to go. But I'm also really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I need more coffee to speak English correctly this morning. In other news, if I get a chance to sit down and tweet that stuff out, I'll probably also put up the next blog post for these kittens that has those really dramatic photos in it. I think I've still got a few more to edit, though, so I guess I've got to do that first. Hopefully that leaves me with enough time to publish them today. I think that's it. And if I didn't mention, by the way, the oil and the hot water heater and stuff, it's all working. It's just it's leaky, so it's not like we're going to be without hot water until Monday. And then on Monday, they're going to come in and fix it, or replace it, I should say, because it is time for that. So we're all fine here. It just was a long day of trying to solve all those issues, that's all. Yeah, I think that's it. And we've gone our 30 minutes, which I try to keep these things right around 30 minutes, so... reminder, if you want to keep watching these kids, there's a camera right over there that you can see on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. And otherwise, we'll see you for another close-up as soon as possible. I'd like to do these close-ups every day, but with so many things that have been going on lately, it's almost sort of a dream to get back to doing these every day. That would be good news, wouldn't it? So we'll see if we can make that happen. Meanwhile, check them out on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, and we'll see all of you guys next time. Oh, I see people asking Harry and Chevy. Just to be clear, the way to remember Harry and Chevy's collars, just think red herring, and that's really all you need to know. Herringbone has the red collar. Harry's got the red collar, and that leaves Chevy with the blue collar, which you can make up your own mnemonic for, I suppose. There's lots of ways to do it. If you remember the old Chevron gas stations, I'm pretty sure that their logo was blue. That might do it for you. That's it. All right, and then the other callers, I'm sure you'll figure out. They're also in the description of the regular Kitten Academy live stream. If you check the regular Kitten Academy live stream, I finally updated the video description, and you can find the colors listed there. I gotta go get myself some more coffee and take care of the regular chores. And then don't forget, this afternoon, we are taking Harry to the vet, so I'll be out for a little while this afternoon. Yes, I will, and you don't get to come with, Loom, no matter how you ask.